the Tesla Model Y will be the best-selling car of any kind on Earth this year. Of any kind, gasoline or otherwise.
Is there another car company that you think is doing a good job with EVs?
I mean, I think the Chinese car companies are extremely competitive. By far, our toughest competition is in China. So, I mean, there's a lot of people who are out there who think that the top 10 car company is going to be Tesla, followed by 9 Chinese car companies. I think they might not be wrong. The Tesla Model.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Investing with Zeke. So, you heard it right. We're going to go ahead and talk about Tesla. Why are we talking about Tesla, you ask? Because I unfortunately have no energy or EV or solar play. I have none of that. And I'd like to have some. So, when I'm looking at companies, I usually like to buy the best of the best. And as you just heard Elon say, he's the best of the best. And when you listen to a man, you got to take a man for his word until you hear anything contradictory or anything shady or whatever. You know, I'm not good with the big words, but it is what it is, right? So I've been asking around a lot about Elon, and not about Elon, but a lot about Tesla. I know a lot of people who own Teslas, and I know a lot of people who own EVs, and I was around when they bought them, and I'm still around today. And I got to tell you something. Boy, have their attitudes changed. The Tesla guy, big-time Tesla guy, he feels, this is what he said to me. His exact words were, I feel lied to. I thought I was going to get like 240-mile range, and I'm only getting like 120-mile range. There isn't a lot of superchargers around. So, yeah, I mean, Tesla does have the best charging system and, you know, the fastest chargers, but if none of them are around, it doesn't really matter. I've also heard from other EV people that you better not hold these without having a warranty under them. And nobody that I know takes them for long trips because it's just, you just can't. But let's get back to one of my red flags, and a big problem I have is dishonesty in any sort of way. So let's see if we can find any dishonesty. He says he has the number one selling car in 2023. He said this on numerous occasions. This is just one of them. Well, let's take a look. Let's see if he has the number one selling car in the world. So if you look here at the number one, you see a Ford, which that's okay. It's a truck, right? So you got to really listen to what he's saying, even though these are still all American. I mean, except when you get to maybe the Toyota, I think that's Japanese. Doesn't matter. They're all made on the same line and made practically the same way. But, you know, the first three are trucks, and then you get to the Toyota RAV, which is an SUV. And then you see the Toyota, or the Tesla. Wishes. But anyway, you see the Tesla. And it sold 385,000 units. The Honda CR-V, which is another, I mean, it's not even an SUV. It's more of like a car, but whatever. We'll give them that. So you fall all the way down to the Toyota Camry, which sold 290,000 units, right? So you keep scrolling. You see the Rogue. Awkward. Oh, well, that's a Jeep Cherokee. That's probably why. But the Toyota Tacoma's at 11. And then you see, you know, the Tesla Model 3 at 223,000 miles sold, or 1,000 sold, right? So it does appear that Tesla has the number one selling car. Is he lying? Is there any dishonesty there? Well, there is. All right. The long story short, there is. So the Toyota Camry gives you the numbers of 290,000 units sold. The GMC Sierra, beautiful truck, 300,000 units sold. Honda CR-V, 361,000 units sold. And then you get to the Tesla Model Y, 385,000 miles sold. Well, maybe. You see that? They're the only car company that I have found that doesn't want to give you accurate numbers. And what he's doing is he's combining all of his cars and just giving you an estimate of what he believes they are. So this right here does show some dishonesty. However, I gotta have three red flags means I'm out. Right? So we got one red flag for sure. By the way, this number changes any site you go to because he doesn't want to give you the other numbers where all these other car companies or motor vehicle companies actually give you exact precise numbers of what kind of vehicle they sold. So this is also why it's not about numbers. It really isn't. I've looked at banks that had stellar numbers and it turned out that they lied about all of them and it went bankrupt. Not even lying. So you want to look at the character of the CEO and the character of the company. And as you see, the company, this is the company right here. Estimated. They don't want to be honest. And Elon doesn't want to be honest as well. So you got that going for you. Also, what is another one of my red flags is guidance. So let's take a look at the guidance. They don't want to give you any, just like they don't want to give you any real numbers on any sort of growth or sales or anything. They don't want to give you any numbers, all right? So there's another red flag for me. Now, I was going to write this company off, because I was like, this will be simple to come up with a third flag. Besides the fact they miss their numbers consistently. So they do. I could kind of put that as a red flag. And then I got to looking and trying to evaluate this company. And I'm like, well, it's just a car company because that's all we hear, right? That's all we hear. It's just a car company. Well, the thing is it's not just a car company. Let me show you why. So Tesla happens to bring in $1 billion of revenue for their solar. Now, yes, they don't make any money off the $1 billion. That's not my point. My point is they're bringing $1 billion off of solar. Why is that a big deal, you ask? Because the number one solar company, which is Enphase, which is the only one that sells these special microinverters, is the number one solar company in the market, valued at $20 billion, right? And at a high, this was valued at like $60 to $80 billion. And this is the leader in solar. Now, Enphase doesn't make any money either. However, Enphase only brought in $2 billion last year in revenue. So Tesla's a competitor of the largest solar company in the world. That is impressive. That right there is exactly why, besides the fact he lies a lot. I wish he would stop lying. But he is the leader in EV car sales in a way, right? So he's not 100% lying. He's only kind of lying. Now, I could see this going really bad for Elon. I really could. I could see him going all the way up to including jail for taxes or something like that. He has that feeling to me. It seems like the government practically owns him. We don't need to see that. It seems like the government pretty much owns him. He's in a lot of debt. He doesn't have a lot of cash. I mean, yes, he's the richest person in the world, allegedly, but he stays at employees' houses and he's richer than I am. So, I mean, why does that doesn't matter, right? I'm just saying that it could go really bad for Elon and Tesla, but if it doesn't, and Elon's able to stay with Tesla, that's what matters. I do have an entry price of this company, which I don't know if I'll ever see it. I actually do think I'll see it, but it's $110. That's when I'll start my first purchase of Tesla, which is when I started buying all the other times before. I honestly wasn't about to buy this company. It was about to be out. But the fact that they're the leader, they potentially could be the leader in solar. Now, their robotics crap is BS. They're not going to compete with Boston Dynamics, and I don't know about their great AI. I don't know. I think it's called Dojo, their supercomputer. I don't know how great that is, and I can't really listen to him when he tells me how great it is. And the robots, like I said, trash. However, they bring in $1 billion in solar. This isn't just a car company. So if this company gets below $110, that would definitely be my buy price. And I would continue to buy, and I'd probably hold because I really need an energy or EV play, but I don't know if it'll get there. It seems that companies might be looking, I mean, people are looking into the future and know a lot more about this stock, and they're loading up at $200. So I'm probably not going to get it, and I guess that's okay with me. I have other things I'm looking at, but I just kind of wanted to give you my thoughts on Tesla and where I was looking to buy at, but it's no time soon. Anyway, like and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.